All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to a new series on the channel. Probably going to be a relatively short one, but this game is called While True Learn. I was going through my free games that I've collected over the last quite many months or possibly years on Epic every Thursday that come out. This was one of them that I had gotten at some point. It's kind of like a visual programming game, which I've always liked those type of games. I got a couple of other ones on my channel. As well, so I really like this concept. I've played through some of this game to get a feel for it, to understand it. I still don't understand all of it. It's one of those games I feel might kind of fall apart later, but we're going to find out. I figured I'm going to start over, though, bring you guys along for the ride, and see if some of this stuff makes more sense now that I've progressed a little bit into the game, so we will find out. So let's start a new game, and we're going to add a new game slot. We'll go to the tutorial, because we'll start at the very beginning for everybody. Connect things, press and hold the flashing triangles to drag things together, and so that connects two things together. Basically, I'm putting power into my PC, I'm putting my PC to my monitor, to the keyboard, and that should do it. Let's turn it on. So that's just giving you basic mechanics of how you connect things in this game, because that's the whole concept, is you connect things, but then there's more to it with logic gates and things like that. So the computer is on. Not really logic gates, but logic statements. So look, I'm typing, got an error. Better fill up my coffee. My cat is sitting there. It's like a little comic book style. Cat jumps up, starts doing some typing on the keyboard, and all of a sudden the build is successful. And the cat's just sitting there, and it's amazing. Meow, how did you do that, cat? If only I could understand, holy zeros, if only I could understand what this cat has to say. Meow. I guess we'll have to find out a way to recognize your speech. So, to-do list is to Google it on Cat Overflow. Cat speech recognition to-do list is to Google it on, or Google it on Cat Overflow. But he wants to make a cat speech recognition is like the entire point of this game, from what I understand. So we are going to be JSano19. And we're going to go, how to recognize animal speech. Hey, everyone, can you believe my cat? This little devil has debugged my code again. He definitely has something to say. I'm going to kind of skip through this stuff. Storyline, if you want to play the game for yourself, go for it. Long story short, I'm communicating with this guy saying, I want to make this thing that lets me recognize cat speech. And this guy says, slow down a little bit, take it piece by piece, essentially. So this game is getting us into taking it piece by piece. So basically tell them about this expert system here. Expert system. Drag the connected line to it to start it. So basically, you have this input, so I'm going to get 10 red squares and 10 blue squares as an input. This expert system, what it can do is it takes 1 second to process, and it can tell me if it's red, it'll go out this slot, and if anything other than red, it'll go out this slot. So since I want red to go up to the top and blue to go to the bottom, I want the red line here and the blue line here. This is giving you, and then test run. This is giving you the basics of how this whole thing works. So red's going in, red's coming out the top. The blue one goes out the bottom. If there was a green one, it would also go out the bottom, but this doesn't want to accept green. I'm going to speed up this testing. And there we go. I used one node because that was one item. This node in the middle is one. So great, great, great. We're just going to go skip through the story. Like I said, we're getting right to this stuff. So this is the task tree. This is the map of your progression in the game. Vertical progression stands for story quests. Horizontal branches are optional. Icon colors stand for the different types of machine learning used. See, like I didn't actually read this before. Sounds pretty simple, or so we hope. I guess I click over there. So Spanish, good day. We are from a public school. Summer exams have ended. The results are attached to the letter. Could you process them and predict which students will be able to enter MIT? 350 euro reward? I don't know. Colorful geometric shapes. They represent various kinds of data, numbers, letters, elements, or images. In the modern world, everything can be turned into data, and machine learning is all about sorting and interpreting data. Long story short, your goal in the game is to transfer the data from the left to the right. See, tutorial, left to right. These bars show the minimum amount of data that needs to be processed to complete this task. So basically 10 greens coming in and 10 blues coming in, and I need to separate them out into green and blue. So what would I do for this? I want it to do green, because you can actually select from this, so it doesn't just have to be red. So greens would go to the top, and anything else, and it's only, since only blues coming through as well, it go to the bottom. It's just like that last one that we had. I'm still cranking away at 3 times speed. So I gotta wait for this. It finished, and it finished in time, because there's like a little time clock that you have You have to do this in that time and also with enough accuracy. So I want to release the program to send it out there. And somehow I'm paying money for the cat cloud, but I got $309. So here we go. Errors in the database. We have errors in our database or in our questionnaire. Can you help us solve them? Your efficiency is measured not just in money, but with medals too. Oh, so there's the medals. Influence the story progression while boosting your self-esteem at the same time. To get a medal, your scheme has to meet the respective time and node limits. You can improve the results later on. Trash can. This is important. Yeah, you got to use trash can to get rid of data, and it will only count for one node no matter how many trash cans you place. So that's, you can spam trash cans if you want, just to, so your lines are cleaner, and they let you do that. So that's always nice. So this one, see, we got red, green, and blue coming through. So if I get red to go through there, that's fine. I could do, so there's a couple ways you could do this. And I think the initial one that people would think of is going like this and going like this. And I'd go red. And if it's red, it goes to there. Else, it would go to here. And then if it's green, it would go to here as well. And else, if it's blue, it would go to the trash can. So this will probably work. Yeah, everything's working 100%. Yep. I'm not getting any errors. This number would go down. But I don't want to do that. I want to do, if it's blue, right click. If it's blue, I want it to go to the trash can. And everything else, I just want to go straight over here. That actually eliminates a whole system, the whole node. And it actually takes less time because it only takes 1 second instead of 2 seconds because I have to go through 2. So this should work. I'll be honest, I don't think I did this the first time I played it. I think I did this all just like I had it before. Nodes used 2 at 2, 20 to 29 seconds. I got gold. So that must be the way that that one was supposed to be done. Woohoo! Errors in DB2. Oh, we found new types of errors made by our users. Please update your program. It'll be easier if you use a previous version of the code. Hey, check this out. Custom nodes are specially designed nodes. So these are the ones that I already did. Like, these are the names of the levels. So these are my completed names of the levels. And you can use those as a node itself to pop it in there. If you want to modify the scheme inside a custom node, double right click on it or press the down arrow icon on it. So once we drag this in what? Red/else divide. Double right click. Okay, now I'm in it. Well, I didn't see what I was trying to do here. I need to get red. What was this one? Oh, this one didn't take in green. This one also has green. So the reason that this doesn't work is because I say red, else blue. And what I really need to do is change this one to be... I think there's no way around adding another expert system into this one, is there? Because this will... So if I just leave this as it is instead of editing it, so if I put an arrow in here and put this here, no, that's gonna be red, right? The red's gonna come out the top, and then green and blue would come out the bottom. So why would that not work? And I think I need to trash can these ones. Wouldn't this work? Because only red should come out the top, right? Green and blue's going to the bottom, and all at once is red's over here. Yeah, this is right. I don't understand why it says it needs me to... They modified what they were asking for. They told me to update my program because users found a way to break it. That's kind of a mean lie, but we solved it. All right, so decision trees. Let's go to this one. All right, I say, is there any way to detect the cat without using expert systems? Let's see what this says. That it does. Try decision trees then. Those are like expert systems, but on steroids. Once you feel comfortable around them, try Sift. This little devil is way more effective with pictures. Also works nicely when paired with other algorithms. Okay. So we're going to do decision trees and then Sift. So in the game, so this node compares output parameters, the sockets with an element color. So red and blue is the decision tree. So red and blue would come out the top and bottom. If the element color is equal to only one socket color, the element moves to that socket. If an element color satisfies both conditions or none of them, it goes to a random socket. So saying red and blue, green's going to come out on both lines. Yeah, green's going to come out on both lines here. But only red will be on the top and only blue will be on the bottom. So, and the nice thing is you can see the time is way less as well. So this is only 0.3 seconds. And this is where this game gets really confusing to me, because you have red and green can go up top and blue and green can go here. So for this particular one, I mean, that would be red and green, and that'll be blue and green, because green will go on both lines. So it's the 100% is how many you've gotten, or this percentage is how many you've gotten wrong, and it tells you if you're wrong, or that's your threshold, I guess, for how many you can get wrong. That where that bar is, and I can get 0 wrong, and I did get 0 wrong, and still got a gold medal, it looks like. So Medex, or do we go to Illuminati? Or let's go to the Illuminati Origins, because I don't want to jump over here and jump to that, because that was a little confusing to me when I first played. I study ancient manuscripts and books in order to figure out the true story behind an Illuminati secret society. I need to recognize all the triangle shapes on these documents. Ooh, triangles. To decrease and increase speeds, A and D button. I've already increased them. So there's a sift. This node compares shapes. If an element shape matches the designation, it goes to the top. Otherwise, it goes to the bottom. Notice it takes 1.25 seconds right now. You can like buy things and upgrade, but I don't quite get the money scheme yet. It hasn't seemed to be important to where I had played the game thus far. So sift, scale invariant feature transform. Very fast and capable of recognizing simple patterns. So this is going to give me 21 circles, 21 squares, and 42 triangles, and I only want the triangles. The really annoying thing about this is it's just slow. So I go like this, and then I'm going to trash can everything else, right? Only triangles. Yeah, circles there, triangles over here. Yep, I need to get 9 of them over there. At 100% accuracy, which I'm doing, and I've done within the time. I mean, they're just still tutorializing so far. So project released $1,018. That was a good one. Okay, here we go. Working for the man feels too easy, boring, or soul-sucking. Aim for the sky and become a CTO of a startup. In the world of savage market laws, it's either sink or swim. Will you get rich or bite the dust? It's worth trying anyway. So this is interesting. So this is what we'll get to. Mama Smith's Pizza Shack. Hello, we're honored to invite you to join our startup, world's first AI-controlled pizza place. But our fingers are always stained with flour, and we can't really code because of that. Help us write and implement an algorithm that would be capable to separate orders for round pizzas from the orders for square-shaped pizzas. Let's feed the people and become rich. I mean, it sounds easy. A scheme created while working for a startup does not differ from any other, but there is no solution to the startups. Okay, a scheme just works better or worse, and your future profits depend on quality. So, yeah, that's interesting. So all I'm doing is taking this and sifting for all it comes in is circles and squares too. So I need to go, if it's a circle, I can go to the top. If it's anything else, because it's only a square, it goes to the bottom. And that's when I do the test run. And notice this test will just never end. The program seems to be working fine. Further testing won't affect the results. Feel free to stop testing now. You're trying to design an AI-controlled pizza place that serves the pizza in round or square shapes. The scheme you're designing is the brain of the pizza robot. It sorts orders by the shape of the pizza that your client orders. These are the users of your startup, in this case, your pizza restaurant. They've heard of a new amazing place in town, and now they want to grab a slice. These are your clients' orders. The millennials don't care too much about the toppings, only shape. Okay. Mind the accuracy. If a client gets a pizza they've ordered, they will pay you money and tell their friends about the place. Okay. If the client doesn't get what they want, they refuse to pay and don't expect to return with their friends. One more thing, clients don't like waiting in queues, and they will leave with no hesitation. If your scheme is working slowly, the waiting line will get longer. The market is constantly changing, so pay attention to what's going on and experiment with your schemes, and now it's time to launch your first startup. Okay, that's interesting. So you get more pieces as the game goes on a little bit further, and I never thought about the fact that I could come back to this startup and update it with some of those new technologies. Because right now I can't really do anything. So let's release this. This action deploys the code. Let's launch it. The table is your principal source of information on the startups. Okay, press the next day button to proceed. When you switch to the next day, you get the money you've earned or lost, depending on how many users request your process your scheme. Hey, look, users seem to like what your scheme is doing. They've even invited friends. The cash is flowing. When hype icon is green, that means your startup is all over the news. Expect lots of new customers. Okay. I don't know if I can just keep next daying it, or if I should keep next daying it, or wait until I get more stuff. But either way, time is passing by and the market changes. When hype icon is yellow, it means that your target audience is already aware of your startup. Don't expect many new customers. When hype icon is gray, that means that you've satisfied your target audience. Users starting to leave. Okay, so I got $2,349. Watch your earnings carefully. When the number becomes red, it's time to cash out. Okay, so I got to wait until my income becomes red. I did not really pay attention to that before. But let's go back to the tree. And let's do, should we go back down and do optimization? We should. So this is red. All at once is red. I could do this. Easy enough, right? I mean, that would give me this, but it's probably not going to be fast enough, I would bet you. So if I do a test run, you can look at the time up here. I definitely did not satisfy the gold, and now I'm going for the bronze. It doesn't even make it. Launch failed, it ran out of time. So what I'm betting is, if I use a decision tree, so remember, this is, if I do red and blue on a decision tree, it's going to also send greens out on the red line, which I don't want. So I think I need to get another decision tree and do red or green. And so at the end of the day, this would make, there we go. So red and green come out, and then it splits them off, and green goes to the trash. It still only takes 0.6 seconds to go through these instead of 1 second for this expert system. So let's see if this is fast enough. No, I did something wrong. Hold on. There. I gotta add that to the trash can. It backed up. The buffer backed up because it was full of blues that I couldn't trash. There we go. I think that's the gold one. And it looks like I did that, so that's good. So that's showing you how to optimize things. Let's see, MedX are companies selling natural painkillers. Okay. This is where I did start to get confused. Green can go in any of them. These two are identical. Red and green only. This one needs 19, this one needs 15, and this one's green and blue. So here's where it's strange. If I go like this, and go like this, and go like this, that would definitely satisfy, because I'll get red and green at the top, I'll get green and blue at the bottom. There's no way to like split this to go somewhere else though. And you can't do more than one double. So what is the best way to satisfy this? And I'm getting 36 reds and 40 greens. I need... See, this is a tough one, because if I go like this, which is what you would think, and you do a test run, I'm going to satisfy these two, but not this one. So I'll never finish, because this one's getting nothing. There's no way to give this one something out of here. So the best way I can think of this, yeah, see, I failed, because I didn't even, this node didn't even get any, but this one got 56, this one got 46. So the best way that I can think of to do this, if I do another decision tree, and I split up the reds and the greens, and I just send the reds to there and greens to there instead, I mean, I should be able to satisfy the requirements. I'm sending, reds to the top and greens to the bottom. There's more green. Hold on, I should do this backwards. Green to red. Because there's more greens coming in, and I need more items over here. It doesn't matter, though. I'll have 15. Oh, you know what? Well, think. I'm going to get half of them. Well, essentially half. Yeah, I think this is the way I have to do it. Let's see what happens. Because 20 are going to go this way. But it says random. It didn't say it splits it evenly. It said it splits it randomly between those. So I'm not sure if that's actually... So I did it. Barely made this one. That's what took the longest, was to make this one. This one, the bottom one, got 32 because I got a bronze medal. Let me edit this for a second. What if... I'm just hear me out here. Green, blue. And the top one was the one that was struggling, right? I don't know if that's going to super slow down this one in the middle, though. But all the blues should go there, so it shouldn't be that bad. I got a silver. That middle one is now my hold up, though. Let me try this once more. Green, blue. Do I have a better way to do this? I mean, I feel like if I just went like that, that doesn't make sense because that only needs 16. I mean, we'll go to shot. Still silver. I'm going to release it as silver. I don't know if you can speed things up when I upgrade equipment and come back to that and it'll work faster. I don't know. I can't do crowd psychology. Chicken escape. I own a small technology farm where distributors demand supplies of chickens or of eggs of different kinds. Okay. 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 Now, this one seems like it's going to be slow, right? Which one do I need the most of? Oh, I need 6 of all of them. Which one do I have the most of coming through? Squares. So I want squares to kind of get out the way. Because every time... Is that right? Is that the way I want to do this? Every time something comes through, whatever one I say first... It only does a 1.25 second, or it does a 1.25 second process. And if I say, hey, this is it, it gets to its output in 1.25 seconds, essentially. Whereas everything else, since this is only one of 2 things, has to go to the else and then get sorted again to get it separated. So it's 2.5 seconds. And I think if I get the square, since there's more of them out first, it's going to be fine. And then I go circles up here. I think that's the fastest way to do it, I think. Because otherwise it would have to process 85 things twice if I didn't have squares immediately getting out of the way. Silver. How would you do this? I see no other way of doing this. Let me just for fun, let me do it the exact opposite way, just to do it. So that, and then this one doesn't matter. Circle, and then so we'll go triangle. Triangle there. Everything else is circle there, and then square. I'm assuming this is going to be slower and not get me a silver medal. I should have looked at the exact. I didn't see what the exact time was. Okay, that's a gold medal. Huh. You know what, though? So, I guess the reason why... So it didn't have to process all 85 squares at the end of the day. It processed until it filled up the 6 buckets. I still don't see why this would be faster. I'm going to release it because that was the gold medal. And I got $1,000 for it. I don't quite understand that one. Huh. Let's proceed. Okay. This one, you see my input over here. My output, I need squares and circles of only blue and red at the top. Square reds and triangles in green at the bottom. See, this is... This is hard. So, oh, Jesus. If I put this here, if I want to separate out reds and greens. No. So that'll put reds and blues up here, but it'll be green and blues going this way. Hold on. What if we first separate out the... What if I just send triangles down this way? So triangles go this way, and everything else goes up here. Well, let's try that. So if triangles go up, or non-triangles go up, then I can do, give me red and greens. Like that, and then what? That's gonna leave me also blue. I need to I'm gonna end up trashing some of the blues that I want. And then if I just send triangles down here, I just need green triangles. Green and I don't want anything else. Ugh. Okay. If I just want green triangles to go in here, I'm going to have to do this twice. And go green and red. Trash can. Oh my god. I don't even know if this is going to be... I did this one before. How did I do this one? See, I'm making a choice of just sending... See, I don't know how to send the red squares to both of these. Like, that's where I'm running into a struggle. You can tell my 100% meter, my accuracy is correct. I don't think I'm going to make... Yeah, I didn't make it, though. I ran out of time. And I wasn't even close to these numbers that I needed to be close to. So... This is forcing me to sift. I have to sift everything. Because I can't have circles going down here. I can't have triangles going up here in any way. So I have to use a sift on them all. If I... Let's throw some of this stuff away. Do I do the triangles? The else triangles I kind of like because it... Well, hold on. Let's start somehow with this. So I have... Red and blue will go to there. I need to tell it to kill you triangle. I guess if I split this, yeah, if I have more than one sift going on, I can kind of take everything doesn't get bottlenecked at one sifter. I can split it between two sifters, so that might help. This would be a triangle. And then if it's not the triangle, then it goes here. Otherwise, it should go to this trash can. This line should work. I just want to check and see if that line works like I think it is. Send everything else to the trash can. Square, 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 square. Why is only red squares coming out? Oh, I did see a blue circle run through. Oh, you know what I should look at? No, there's 10 blue circles. There's only 5. Oh man, you need to get a total of 22. Jesus. Wait, why were there not blue? Oh, they're just blue circle. A blue circle's going through here somewhere. Blue circle. So blue circle, that logic does work. Will this even be enough at the end of the day, though? No, I didn't even get there at the end of the day. So that's not going to do it for me. If I... So greens and blues should go down, though. Are they... Is anything going down? Yeah, greens. Greens and blue squares are going down. Okay. Hold on, let me get rid of that. Let me then, if it goes to here, we're gonna go green and we'll go blue and green. So if it's blue, I want it to go through another shifter for squares. There we go. And if it's green, okay, so this is gonna split it out between all these sifters. Is this how I get the red squares? If I change this to blue, then green will come out the top as well. Hold on. Let's change this to blue and green, because then I'll get red going to both sides. And then I'm going to change this to... So green coming down, so I'm getting green. Wait, was this easy? Is that how I do the color separation? Was I not thinking about this right? So if I do blue and green, I'll get blue and reds going to the top. And I'll get green and reds going to the bottom. Oh my god, that is what I needed. Holy crap, how did I not see that? I don't know why I couldn't make that make sense in my head. Okay, so I think the key is to split it between the sifters, because these take the longest. So the more we can split through there, that's fine. So this one, if it's a triangle, it goes to the trash can. Also goes there. And that should satisfy the top. Just make sure. And the top should not have an issue doing this in time, right? Even though it's backing up, it just takes too long. Okay, that's still actually not enough, so I'm going to need to oh my god, it just barely snuck in there. We can do that faster, though. So what I'll do is I'll then... So what am I trashing then? I'm trashing blue and red triangles, which are used nowhere. So that's fine. So basically the green's going to come in. Green and red are going to come out on this line. And if they're... I don't know if I can do it faster, actually. I'm going to say if it's a circle... Okay, hold on. Actually, I can... I don't know if this is bad. I want another decision tree because I want to maximize what I can and not throw away things that are important. So red and green, then, if it's red and it's a square, I want it to go here. Else... Well, we'll see this. If it's green, I need it to be a triangle and go here. Else it goes to the trash can. This is an else where I'm over the nodes. Yeah, I'm way over the nodes to get this. I was going to say, if it's a square, it goes there. Else, if it's a circle, it goes here. Otherwise, it goes to the trash. I think this will work. And not throw away things that I could otherwise be using. But it uses too many nodes for the efficiency. The bottom one is solved already. I got a bronze medal. The bottom one was solved pretty early. So maybe I need to send less to the bottom one. Whoops. Hold on. We're going back. What was that? Crowd psychology. Yeah. So let's think about how to get this better. So I'm saying red squares go here. What if I just say if it's a red circle? It could be squares as well. It goes here though. Does green fill this up fast enough with the green triangles? There are 20 of them that roll through. And it needs 18. I mean, it needs every single one. It does need 18, though, versus the top, which needs 22. Hey, I got a silver, probably because I was under the node limit as well. It might not. That might just have to do with time. You know what? It's better than nothing. I don't know what I can do to make that a gold without increasing my computing power. Oh yeah, I gotta come back here. Let's check out the next day. I'm still getting money. Ooh, I got a payout from them, $1,920. The cat cloud. Wow, look how much money I got to pay out on the cloud. I only got $64 in income. Next day. Oh no, it's red. So now I think it's when it says to cash out. Say your shares are worth than 3. Are you sure you want to sell them? Sell. Cool. And so this is what I was saying on this when if I go into this menu here, you can purchase stuff, including an aloe tree, a cactus. But you can buy nodes, which are apparently a lot. You can buy hardware. And I can buy a megabyte of RAM, which increases my socket queue by processing queue by 3. A tambourine, which increases data transfer speeds by 1%. Increases node work speed by 1%. Increases. See, and this stuff, and I don't understand how to do this. What if I'm gonna get a thing of RAM? What do you mean? What does hide in room mean? I don't get it. And I buy that. I buy a tambourine. I buy one of each of these things that I can purchase right now. And we're going to go back real quick to that one, crowd psychology, and see. Notice it says 1.238 seconds now instead of 1.25 and 2.297, so it didn't do much. But I also theoretically can process more things, right? Like you got your queue, things aren't backing up as much as they were. This one's still backing up. Still silver. That didn't really change much, but what are you gonna do? So guys, that ends it for this episode. It's gone on for 37 minutes at this point. So that ends it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode where I'm going to continue on doing some visual programming in this game, and we're going to see how far this takes us. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.